Okay. Can you mute yours? Is yours muted? Awesome. Okay. I'd like to welcome everybody to call. Sorry for that feedback. I'm Billy Funk. I'm here in Chicago, and we've got an exciting opportunity on our hands. I'd like to thank you for taking the time out of your busy day. In the next 15 minutes, you're going to find out all about why Rocket Cash Cycler is so exciting. I'm going to pass it back to Jennifer Merrill, though, because the Power 2 team has just had a lot of success in a short amount of time. They're rocking and rolling. We're rocking and rolling together. And so, Jen, can you lead us off?
Hey guys, I am so excited to be here. Sorry about that feedback. Those of you that have been with us for a little bit know that this is the first time that we've actually done it this way. So that won't happen again. But I'm so excited about this opportunity. As many of you already know, it's literally changed my lifestyle. It's changed so many people on my team's lifestyle. Being able to go from worrying about how I'm going to feed my children or where they're going to live, to going into a more expensive place that they're safer in, and into a place where I don't have to worry how I'm feeding them. I mean, that is the world to me. I mean, that means most to me than anything, because I'm a mom, and being able to share this opportunity with so many other mothers and fathers, and even single people that are young starting out in this economy, it's so huge to me. We had a really record-breaking day on the Power 2 team last week, where literally we were busting what's called a board, and you guys are about to see what that means, but we were busting boards left and right. And in our organization alone, over $5,000 or more. I didn't even actually do all the math. I hit 5,000 on our organization, but $5,000 was dispersed to the team. And that's a lot of money. I mean, that means a lot to some people. It's like either a bonus for their week, or it's just, hey, you know what? I can pay my rent this month. I mean, that was so huge to me to see so many people jumping up and down, screaming, going, Jen, this works. I know it works. It does work. And you know what? And it would have never been here if it wasn't for Billy Funk, the guy that's about ready to tell you what's going on with this. I know that some of the new people are probably not understanding why I'm so excited, but it's because this man opened his mouth to Michael and myself and said, you guys have to see this. This can change your life. And because we walked into it with an open mind, going, you know what? We're broke. We don't have $300. We're $300 behind in our bank account, but I'm going to find it, because this is my last hope. And we took it. We found the money in 2 hours. 2 hours later, we had 3 people in our organization. We jumped up the boards to the 2 line, and it's been history since then. We've never stopped running. Our sneakers are still on. We're still driving this thing home to help as many families as we can, because it doesn't stop for us. It's just not going to, because we want to help families survive this economy. And we want to help families survive life, and and help children. And there's so much going on. It's beautiful. And I'm so thankful that, Billy, you brought this to me, and Michael and my children. And you know what, guys? Never prejudge, because somebody could have looked at Michael and I thinking that we were so successful online before and gone, oh, Jen and Mike would have never done this. Jen and Mike aren't going to do this. Guess what? Jen and Mike did do this. 2 hours after we saw this, we found the money. And then within, a few days, we were sitting at the top of a 2x3 board making money. So, I mean, guys, wait till you see this. I love you, Billy, and I am so thankful for you changing my family's life. And I'm glad that you have your sneakers on with me. And let's rock it, baby.
Yeah, mute. Awesome. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you, Jen. That's a great testimonial, a very warm welcome. I'm very appreciative of Michael and Jen and what they've done in a short amount of time. They've inspired people. They've given people not hype but hope, and showed you that it doesn't matter if you don't have a single cent to your name, you can find a way to come into Rocket Cash Cycler, and you can find a way to change and turn your life around. And that's what this is really all about, is starting to dream again, to show people that, there's opportunities out there that are working, that are truly actually helping people out and generating cash flow. because I've been down, roads where you put large amounts of people in and nothing happened. I've been down roads where you built teams of thousands of people and you know what? You only got $1,000 a month. I've been down those roads. And the reason why Rocket Cash Cycler was a secondary to me in the beginning, because it was a tool and it was also going to be a way for me to generate some leads and some cash flow. But quickly it became my primary, and I'm going to show you why. And the cool thing is, whether you're with another company and you're looking for a way to promote that company, or you're looking for an opportunity, either way, this one right here fits the bill. And one of the reasons is because you've never seen anything like it. To have that ability to spend $315 one time, okay, no auto ships, no hidden fees, no upgrade fees, no website fees, $315 one time, and turn that into $5,000 in the next 30 to 60 days, and do that over and over and over again without having to spend another dollar. That's unique and that's rare. What also is rare to me in the past was having a worldwide opportunity. I only had the United States in the past to work with, and now I've got a global audience that I can reach out to, and I think that that's pretty cool. One of my first litmus tests in any opportunity is, show me the value proposition. Show me what I'm going to be putting in monetarily and what I'm going to get back in terms of value with a tool, a product, or a service. And not just me, but my team, because it has to be there. And I'm going to tell you this right now, the value proposition here is phenomenal. You've got over $2,200 in marketing tools and products in a library right there in your back office. You got lead capture tools, a contact management system that's second to none, and lead generation tools. To boot, you've got this RCC Success Library that, you know what, I could go all night talking about. Now, on the back end, you've got an extremely lucrative compensation plan that's a hybrid. It's a 2x3, 2x2 hybrid that's paying out over 94.5% to the field, and it's paying it out fast. You don't have to wait 15, 30 days or even 60 days to get your money with RCC. If you make $1,000 on a Monday, okay, you get to withdraw that $1,000 that very day. That's pretty cool. So let me go over the brass tacks, the bolts and nuts of what's happened in the past, the last 4.5 months. So we're 4.5 months old. Here's the stats. We've got just over 12,000 members, and those 12,000 members have been paid out over $2.6 million. So let me reverse that. Let me do a little rewind. 4.5 months old. Okay, just over 12,000 members, and the company's paid out over $2.6 million. There's no auto ship, guys. That's not, a reoccurring payment that people have to pay. This is one time, and that type of income has been generated. That type of monetary value has been put back to the field. That's exciting. That's unprecedented. And if we haven't broken records, I think that we're very close to doing so. So we've got members that have made over $300,000 to $60,000 in the last 60 days. Our launch date was December 18th of 2012. This is not something where, the wave has passed, the snowball has rolled downhill. This is fresh, this is hot, this is ground floor. If you're looking for the right place at the right time, look no further. So what are these products and tools? Can you tell me a little more about them? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because these two tools right here, they go hand in hand with each other. One helps you generate and search for keywords. And you can take those keywords and create an unlimited amount of leads with them on Skype, the last frontier of social media. This one right here allows you to send messages out to those leads and contacts. You can find and meet new people. XSky itself has been used by entrepreneurs all over the world on Skype, and they've been paying over $30 a month for this. Okay, you get a lifetime license with both of these tools when you come into RCC. You don't have to pay $30, $60 a month. You get this for life, which is pretty cool. It's got push button automation. Here's a quick story. In January, I didn't have any contacts on Skype. I wasn't even on Skype. I was at family parties and thought Skype was simply a way for my mom to bring me into a room and say, talk to your sister. She's in Texas and on Skype. I thought that was all it was really meant for. When I saw RCC, I said, all right, I'm going to give Skype a shot. So I went on Skype, created a free account. I used these two tools, generated over 4,400 contacts overnight, and I was able to send messages out to all of them the very next day with the X guy. I thought that was pretty incredible. I'm not a techie guy. You know, I'm an offline marketer that's using online strategies. I'm always learning new things, and you can learn new things too. The really neat thing is that there's still plenty of people in this opportunity that aren't using either one of these two and making money. So I don't want you to feel that you have to use these two tools in order to be successful in RCC. Am I going to encourage you to do so? Absolutely, because I think that these two tools every marketer should have. You know, it's the last frontier of social media. It's the wild, wild west. You can't go to Facebook jail. You can't send out too many links and get blocked, okay? This right here is the last frontier of social media. So let me give you the to boot. Let me give you what else we've got in terms of products. We've got a top-notch library. I like to call it second to none because, you know, I've learned from Jim Rohn and Zig Ziglar and Tony Robbins in the past, and their mindset has trained me to be successful because I haven't always had successful leaders to hang out with, but I have had guys like this, guys like Stephen Covey and Brian Tracy and Robert Kiyosaki on audio, on CDs. I got to tell you, my success library is probably about $1,000 that I've paid in the past, and the CDs and the cassettes, they're all over the place. I can't even put them all together right now, but right here, I've got something all in one place that I can download, that I can share with people. And you know what? If you haven't been successful in the past, you know, these are the guys to plug into. These are the guys and the girls that are going to give you that cutting edge, that missing piece of the puzzle. Because I've learned that, you know what? It's not always about the business, okay? You should actually be working harder on yourself than you are the business. You should be working harder on your mindset than you are on the description of the products. When you do that, people are going to see something different about you, and they're going to want a part of that. So, is this it? Here's the question. Okay, you've got over $2,200 in value here with these two tools and this success library. If you approached me a few months ago and said, you know, and you showed me these two tools and this success library, and you said, Billy, what do you think? I would say, well, how much does it cost? And you said $315, and I said, is that monthly? And you said, no, it's one time. And I said, is there a compensation plan behind it? And you said no. You told me no, you can't make any money off of it. I would say, cool. All right, where do I sign? Because I want all of that. Now, here's the neat thing. Because some of you are like, wait. How is everybody making all this money? How are people like Jen and Mike making $5,000 over and over again? I thought there was a compensation plan. Of course, there is a compensation plan. I'm just saying, without this compensation plan, I would still say yes to RCC, and that's unique in and of itself, to have a company and a product and a tool that you can say yes to, that you can come in and actually use it for what it's worth, and not have to worry about promoting it in terms of getting your money's worth, if that makes sense to you. Now, what I want to tell you very briefly, that I tell everybody, you know, before I go into the compensation plan, because I know there's a lot of you that are like, Billy, break this down for me. Let me see how we make money. And I'm going to do that for you. Before I do that, if you're new, if you haven't seen this before, I'm going to let you in on a little tip. It's probably going to confuse you in the next 5 minutes, because I got confused. The second time I looked at the compensation plan, I got confused again. I scratched my head, and one of my leaders called me in this, and my sponsor, and he said, Billy, you're complicating this. I said, okay. Well, what am I doing? He said, you know, don't focus on how the boards are all moving and how that compensation plan works. Focus on the only thing that you need to do, and turn your rocket red. And I said, okay, that's finding two people, right? And he said, yes. Go out there and reach two people and teach two people, and you're not going to have to worry about how the boards, you know, move and break and that type of thing. So I did that. And, you know, and I started to learn while I earned. Now I know the compensation plan, you know, just as well as any other compensation plan, and I can explain it to you. But in the beginning, I couldn't. And so I want you to understand that you don't need to understand this. The only thing you need to understand is you need to find two people. You need to reach two, and if you can teach two, you're going to have mass success, because you're going to start that duplication process. So some of you are like, all right, Billy, just break it down for me. Let's see the bolts and nuts. So here it is. Here's the compensation plan. You start in a 2x3 Earth Pace Center Force Matrix. When you cycle out of that, you move to a 2x2 Rocket Pace Center. In that process, okay, you have the ability to not just earn your money back, but earn $5,000 and do that over and over and over again. And let me show you how that happens. So when you come into this compensation plan, when you come into the opportunity, okay, normally in a force matrix, you start at the top, and everybody that comes on your team fills out below you, okay? This one's cool, though, because it's a reverse force matrix. Everybody starts at the bottom, and I'm going to explain why that's actually an advantage to you here in a second. So you come into Rocket Cash Cycler, and you got a green rocket. What does that mean? That means that you're not qualified yet. You haven't had time to go out there and tell anybody and turn your rocket blue by bringing in one person, or turn your rocket red by bringing in two. And so you're green right now, but the neat thing is that if you're somebody like, Jennifer or Harry or Michael, or if you're somebody like, Joshua, who's just, turning his rocket red in a matter of moments, there's people that will take this, go and find two people in a matter of minutes or hours. And if you do that, you got an advantage. You can actually rocket boost past people that aren't moving as fast as you. So you can actually go and move past people that are green or blue. And so if that happened, if let's say you came in this and in the next 24 hours you found two people, you turn your rocket red, and the board fills up, and you move it up to the 2 line. Here's the very neat thing about this, because in the past you might have been working on your own and having to fill a board in and of yourself. With this, everybody that you see on that board that you're on are all working with you. You have all got the same mission and the same goals, and that's all of you to help fill up the remaining 8 spots whenever the board is open. And so every person that comes in is another member on your team that's helping you fill up the remaining 8 spots. And so that's why these boards can cycle very quickly, because each person that comes in is another person that's helping fill the board up. And so you're never alone with RCC. I want you to know that you're never alone, that there's always people working with you and not against you. And so let's say you fill out the board again, and you're at the top of your 2x3 matrix. So what's the goal here? The goal is, once again, for all of you to work together and fill up those remaining 8 spots. And so when that happens, okay, you made your money back. You earned your $300 back. You also got a 315 E-pin. What's an E-pin? Glad you asked. It's an electronic pin, okay? It's essentially a ticket for you to come back into RCC. It's your clone position where you're going to follow your sponsor, and all of your team is going to follow you, and you don't have to build underneath that position. You don't have to recruit under there. You don't have to spend any more money, okay? You made your money back when you cycled this. You got a clone position, another spot in a 2x3, okay? The big picture, the big ticket is this $1,800 entry into the Rocket 2x2. This is where you want to be. And so you get that as well. You come into the Rocket 2x2 when you cycle your 2x3, and you're green again. How do you turn red? You don't have to bring in 2. You just have to bring somebody on your team, okay, up to your 2x2, which turns you red. And so let's say you do that in a matter of days, okay, and the board fills up, you move up to the 2 line. Well, the next goal is to move up to the top, and that happens simply when the board fills on that 4 line. And every time that happens, you move up, okay, and if you're qualified, you can move up even quicker. So this is where you want to be. Anybody that's in RCC or is looking to get into RCC, the quicker you can make it to the top of your 2x2, the faster you're going to make $5,000. Because this is where things get very exciting. When you're at the top, okay, and somebody comes into your 4 line, okay, just one person, you just made $1,000. You don't have to wait for this whole thing to fill up to get paid. Let's say that happens on a Tuesday. You actually make that $1,000 that very Tuesday, and you can withdraw that money that very day. Let's say on Wednesday, okay, somebody else comes up to your 4 line. You make that $1,000 that day. And so the first 3 people that come into your 4 line, you made $1,000 a piece for. Now the neat thing is you get a bonus with this 4th person, and you get $2,000. So in grand total, when you're at the top of your 2x2 and your board fills up, you just made $5,000. Is that it? No, absolutely not. You actually not only made $5,000, but you earned another spot in a 2x2, following your sponsor, so you come back into 2x2 where you're able to do it over and over and over again. That's why you're seeing people make, 5, 10, 15, 20, $60,000 in this program in the last 4 months because they're able to cycle these boards over and over and over again, and their team is always following them. It's pretty neat, and once you get it, okay, everything's gonna be more clear to you. The neat thing is you don't have to get this. You don't have to get anything that I just said, except that we've got an opportunity on our hands to turn $315 into $5,000 in the next 30 to 60 days. You know, is that something that interests you? Because it interested me. And there's no auto ship. There's nothing that is going to require you to pay an upgrade fee, any website fee. The only thing that you need to do is find 2 people. And you could do that through our lead generation program with OnXGuy, you know, in Skype. We have got tools that can actually generate leads for you to come into RCC or any other business that you want to promote. I've had a lot of people come in simply for the tools alone. They were like, Billy, you know, I'm working on something else. I'm really focused. I've got something hot going on. And I've said, hey, that's great. What do you want to do here? They're like, well, I really want to come in and just use the tools. That's cool too. Come on in and use the tools. And you know what happened a couple of times is when they came in and used the tools, they started talking about the tools. It was only natural for them to share something exciting and that was working. And so we've got great products, guys. You know, the company has got rock solid products. The Skype Ninja, the XGuy, the Success Library are fantastic. I can't say enough about them. Truly, if you just used any one of them, you got your value worth. You got your money's worth. We got a high-paying compensation plan that's paid out over $2.6 million to the field in less than 5 months. And we've got an opportunity that's worldwide. Is the sky the limit? No, I don't think there is a limit here. You know, this is Rocket Cash Cycler. And, you know, if you saw something that I saw, you know, the person who invited you tonight, I would thank them. You know, thank them for telling you about this when they told you about it. Because I believe that we have one of those Microsoft moments on our hands where we're at the ground floor of something that can be very big and giant, that can affect positively a lot of people's lives. And so please get back with that person who invited you tonight and tell them, you know, 1 or 2 things. You know, how do I get started? Or, hey, maybe I got a few questions. You know, and if you get started today, you can start sharing today, and you can take advantage of this positioning and timing. You know, take control of your financial future fast. And we're here to help because here, it takes teamwork to make the dream work. You know, there's no I in team. And what we've been doing here is working together as a cohesive unit. And there's not another team out there that has this training platform, that has the Power of 2 Teams training platform, that has what we have. We got Facebook groups that, you know what, have got people just sharing what works and what doesn't work. We've got webinars. We've got anything that you can think of in terms of how to grow your business. So is this one of those moments that your destiny is shaped because when you have that decision? It could be. It could definitely be one of those moments. I know this, that when Zig Ziglar says if you help enough people get what they want, you will have everything you want. I think that's dead on and dead true. Whatever you're looking for in life, I believe that Rocket Cash Cycler can help you get there. You know, this is one of those things where I look at is a way for me to get further faster, and a way for other people, other leaders, other entrepreneurs, other opportunity seekers to generate cash flow, okay, to help others and to create financial freedom. Because isn't that what it's all about? You know, to have the ability to spend time with your family, to travel, to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Well, if you have that dream, okay, success is not an outside job, it's an inside job. If you create it here first, you can create it out there. It's already there. You can walk towards it. You can crawl towards it. But I say we hop on a rocket and we fly towards it. You know, let's take what we have in our hands and let's share it with as many people as possible. Because if you do that, if you share it with everybody, there's going to be people that get excited. And it's really simple, guys. It's really, really a simple opportunity. And if you see this at all, get back with that person and tell them, you know, I'd like to get started. You know, what's this thing that everybody's talking about that's showing all this money? It's called RCC. It's Rocket Cash Cycler. It's hot, it's fresh, and it can change your life like it changed mine, like it changed Jen and Mike's, like it changed Keith Holliday's. So with that, I got nothing else for you except please get back with the person who invited you. You know what? I'm going to share with you guys really quickly a testimonial video that I think is just absolutely fantastic. if you haven't seen this yet, this is the reason why we do RCC.
My daughter came over to me one day and she said, "Mom, you have to look at this." And I said, "No, I am not going to look at it. I'm not going to do anything. I don't want to do it."
For about 5 years, I looked very hard to find something that would actually set me financially free. When I came across Rocket Cash Cycler, I was absolutely convinced I had finally found something that would not only give me the financial freedom to do the things that I want, but also free me up and give me the time to spend with my kids that are the most important thing to me. I don't believe in any of this internet stuff. I literally put $5,000 in my pocket in 7 days and brought in 85 people to help everybody I know. I'm going to make over 10 grand this week and probably 20 the next.
You got 0. Blue means you got 1. Red means you got 2.
I've made about $16,000 in 5 weeks. And I've helped one of my really good friends who lost her job 9 months ago make $5,000 in 3 weeks. Last year she lost her car, her house, and her job, and had nothing left. So I helped her get in the business and helped her make her first $5,000, and that's changed her life. The reason why I continue to help people is because I want to see change lives, whether it's spiritually, emotionally, physically, or financially.
So, you come into the business, you get your 2 people, you're what color?
Red.
Awesome!
At the age where we're retired now, we had a traditional business that we had to close in December because it wasn't making any money anymore. And Rocket Cash Cycler came along, and now here it is. We have an opportunity to make money, not only for ourselves, but help our friends make money as well. And it's just a really, really awesome program. And if you're looking into it, get into it.
I know that you can make the same money I'm making. I know that you can do what I'm doing regardless of your skill set, and do it well and make a lot.
I've been involved in other online programs, and it took me years to build what I built in RCC in just over a few weeks. So this is a great money earner, and I'm enjoying what I do, and I love it.
She came over and she got me in the hot tub and she said, "Okay, Mom, this is what it is." I'm like, "All right, fine, tell me what it is." She told me what it was, and I'm saying, "Okay, you're my daughter, I'll do it." Okay, I'm in. It's 10:30 at night. We get on the computer, we plug me in, our board breaks, we jump to the top, and that's how it all started. It's been incredible. I talked to over 20 people in 2 days, and they all joined. I made my $300 back in 6 days. I made my $5,000 back in 15 days, and now I have, in not quite a month, $13,000.
I got in, I put $315 in, and I made $1,000 today. I got my $300 back after 5 days, and I got $1,000 today. There's another $300 my wife got her money back. So in 2 weeks we've gotten $1,600 back.
We just got in last week, which is what? Not even a week.
Yeah.
So we're rocking.
Yeah.
We're Red Rocket, and here we go.
There's going to be some wealthy people in this room.
And that's it, guys. I just love watching that video. It gets me fired up, watching those, that older couple, tell everybody, we've been in for a week. We're rocking. We're Red Rocking. Our rocket's red. So it just proves to you that anybody can do this. Truly, anybody can do this. This is for the masses. This is for the big guy, the little guy. Anybody that wants it can have it. If you believe it and know it, it's already there. It's in your hands. It's right in front of you. And this is one of those things where don't let it pass you by. Don't let that wave, don't let that wall of wealth, pass you by. Go grab your surfboard and let's rock it. Let's ride this baby into shore. So thanks, everybody. Get back with the person who invited you. You guys are awesome. We'll see you on Thursday night, and let's rock it.